Hello, how are you all doing? I hope we're all well as per usual. I hope you're out enjoying the sunshine because it's still sunny in the UK. Come on, round of applause for a country for doing something. Proud. Now the first question that you've probably got on your minds after seeing the start of this video is, Lucas, what the hell have you got on your face? And not the cool hat, but why have you got these glasses on? My friends, this is called a headache. I woke up with a splitting headache this morning, but I really wanted to talk about this because it's only today that this is gonna happen, so we've got to make a video about it. So I've got to whack the specs on, otherwise my eyes are just gonna start like jittering out or something, or fall out of my eye socket, because they don't really hurt, but they hurt, you know what I'm saying? But you know, we're here. I can see better, everything's in HD, so it's absolutely fine. Now, this morning is obviously what we're going to talk about here. I had some of the biggest news in the UK, some very inevitable news, I find. Theresa May resigned as Prime Minister. Woo! Everyone's cheering, Facebook's going nuts. Oh, good riddance, Theresa May. Nobody wanted you anyway. Laughed so hard and you cried in that video. Now, her speech, you know, was everything you'd probably expect from a Prime Minister's resignation speech. I didn't believe a lot of what she said. It was like, for about a split second, I think, I was like, oh damn, you know, she's lost her job, that's a bit shit. And then I thought about all the people in Grenfell Tower when it burnt down that didn't get rehoused, and I was like, actually, do you know what? I have no sympathy here. I think very quick to jump to a conclusion that this is an entirely positive thing. I understand everyone's gratitude with and happiness with May resigning. I also felt some of this, but you know, we have to think that her party is still there, so who's going to be next in Prime Minister? If Boris Johnson becomes Prime Minister of this country, I'll relocate somewhere else. I don't know where, I haven't thought that far ahead. But this is the kind of stuff that's all seen very in the distance, isn't going to happen. Like when Trump was running for president, and we were like, God, this guy will never get elected. And now he's like the most powerful man in the world. Anyway, you know, whatever happens, that's the cup of tea on it. The speech didn't need the crying, to be honest. I don't think. We'll see what happens now with this Brexit stuff. The results for the European election that happened yesterday are out on Sunday when the EU people get to vote or something. I read an article this morning that said Farage's Brexit party is in the lead anyway, so all hope is gone, as Slipknot said. But hey, let's move on to that, shall we? Obviously, the elections were, well, the voting was in full swing yesterday. Big up me, I went out and did my bit. I voted, you know, I voted for what I want, what I believe in. I did my research. Also, you know, Twitter is a very, very hostile place when elections are going on. You've got very far, I wouldn't call them radicalists, but people very split ideology, very different sides of parties. And what this leads to is just fabricating information to make people believe your party is better. This is the thing that I think is really gross, and the one thing that I think social media kind of caters itself to make elections harder to form an honest opinion, because it's very easy to lie about stuff that's happening online, and I'm gonna prove it now. You know, not gonna try and be biased, but this is something that Farage and the Brexit party posted, and I don't think this is really too acceptable because it's playing on previous things that have happened in the past few weeks and then using them to manipulate how people feel, including my idol Charlie Simpson from Busted fell for this, and I was very disappointed. Charlie, man, yo, this ain't the year 3000, my friend. Very disappointed. Everyone's gonna be aware of this whole like milkshaking epidemic that's going on at the moment. Toby Robinson got milkshaked, some fucking racists got milkshaked, freedom of speech people, I don't know. And then Nigel Farage very recently got milkshaked, getting off his bus. It was caramel, from what I've read. It's funny for us that, you know, for the people that don't believe in him. I guess it's quite insulting for the people that do, but you know, if you've got radical views, you're probably going to be radicalized from the complete opposite spectrum of what you believe in. Unfortunately, that's just the way life works if you want to believe in such a one way, you know what I'm saying? It really sucks and it's really gross. I think that, like, the milkshake thing, I understand being annoyed about having a milkshake thrown over you, but when you're as rich as Nigel Farage, you can just go and buy a new suit. Like, it's not hard. The man's got a lot of money. The pictures aren't great, yeah, but the guy still earns 8 times what I would earn in my life in like a week, so everything's fine and dandy there, right? A tweet basically surfaced from the Brexit party of an old man. I'll try put in a picture here somewhere of an old man who had been milkshaked when campaigning outside his polling station. He had been, you know, a hit and run of a milkshake, basically. Twitter goes in uproar. Oh, this is absolutely disgusting. No. If these people, right, looked at the picture for 5 to 10 seconds, it's so obvious how fake this is. It does make me worry about the people that are voting. They'll just listen to anything said by the person that they're running for because, you know, they can't be wrong. They're God to me. I'm gonna debunk this picture now because I did quote tweet it on Twitter. I did actually tweet the Brexit party back. Got my most liked tweet on Twitter. Got over 100 likes. I'm just saying. I'm famous now. We're gonna prove it. So again, I'll try put pictures up here somewhere to make some sort of description. Now, we'll do this in a case. It's gonna be a case study. We'll look at Farage and we'll look at him, and we'll see why I think this is fake. So number one, the description of this guy getting milkshaked was a cyclist drove past him, boom, fucked off. That was basically all that we got. You know, he was a radical left. Oh my god, this is disgusting. This man's old. He served in our country. He's a veteran. Vietnam, World War II. I'm making that up, but that was basically the gist of what was being said. Twitter reacts. But look at this man's shirt, right? The stain on this man's shirt, because that, to me, is not a milkshake. It's a yogurt for starters, right? The colour and the consistency of it. It's a milkshake. No, it's a yogurt. It's a yogurt. It's got bits of fruit like all in. Milkshakes don't have that. It could be a smoothie. Wrong consistency. Smoothies just aren't creamy. Yeah, there's no milk in them normally, but they're not normally creamy like that. It doesn't make any sense. Now we look at Farage when he was milkshaked, or Tommy Robinson, or the other dude. Right, there's force behind someone throwing a drink over you. Right, boom. You know, that's you have to throw the drink over them. There's splash all over Farage, and it's not like you can target where you really hit too much, because it's always going to have that like splash effect and fall to the ground. Farage basically got soaked everywhere. So did Tommy Robinson. Tommy Robinson got it in the face, but it's dripping, it's running, it's all over the clothes. This man just had a stain on his belly. It literally looked like he rubbed a yogurt pot on his stomach. Like, yeah, this will make them feel bad. They'll milkshake me. His grandson probably told him to do it so they can keep all the money in the fam. Also, there's no milkshake on the floor around this man to prove that it got thrown over. And if they instantly took a picture after the incident had happened to prove it, they wouldn't have cleaned up the mess first, would they? Because it makes it look worse if there's mess on the floor. That's the way I'm looking at it. They did actually delete all the tweets describing the incident that had happened. They've only left the tweet of the man with the yogurt on him, I guess because the story didn't match up or something, and people did actually start realizing that this wasn't true. I think it's disgusting. I think it's really sad. Get people on your side to vote for politics as well, like the way our country's supposed to be run. They just make up stuff to kind of get you on their side. I know this isn't just Farage that does it, but it's quite an extreme case in the last week, and that's why I wanted to talk about it. It's not been too funny today. I'm sorry. I know my head's still pounding, but I can still see. If you enjoyed this video, hit thumbs up, subscribe. I'm sorry that I'm so like jittery, but it does very much help my head. And yeah, I will see you in the next video, guys.